guys, it's Vader and I'm back and I'm going to be doing another figure review for you guys today, and this is going to be a look at probably my highly anticipated figure of the year in my opinion. I've been wanting like a good representation of Spawn for quite some time now. There was a Spawn figure that came out a while ago that was 1/6 as well, but it was too big. It was basically 1/6, but it was like 17 inches. In fact, I'm pretty sure it could be the actual size of this box that we're looking at right now. But it was a third party Spawn, and like I said, it was like 17 inches, so it was like too big for me to like have displayed like with the other figure, and it was really heavy as well. So I opted for this version of him, which is the Hell Dominator version, and it's from Flashpoint. And this isn't an actual Spawn figure. Well, it is Spawn, but they've renamed it for because it's a third party figure. They don't really have the license, but you basically know that it's supposed to be Spawn from obviously the front cover art. But I really do like the box. It's simple and it gets to the point, and then at the back of it as well. And this is the regular version, but I'm planning on getting the deluxe version because I kind of want to have like two versions of this figure. One where he's like got the cloak on, and like the other version where he's like decked out in guns, because like I have like the Medicom version of him as well, and I'll probably do like a comparison of the two in a later video. But anyway, so since this is the regular version, this is basically what you would see when you open it up. You take the packaging off it, minus obviously you've seen the figure in the cape. You obviously take this part off, and then you would have this part here where it's got the sword, the stand part. You've got a little part there with chains. But with the deluxe version, you get a gun and an extra head and an extra base with like skulls and all that on it, and it lights up. So that's kind of like the best option for getting this figure, to get that deluxe piece. But the standard version's not too bad as well. So now we've looked at all that stuff there. The chains are actually metal, which is really cool. I've not actually had time to display the chains with the figure yet, but they're actually metal. So it's a pretty standard box. Gets straight to the point, and it's packaged really well and very secure with the figure as well. But I don't have any complaints on that. And then obviously that just slips down like so, and then we'll move that out of the way. And now we'll actually take a look at the actual figure now, and I have to say this is probably the best Spawn figure that I've seen in 1/6 scale. Everything to the cape, to like the gauntlets and these parts here are done amazingly. My only major gripe I have with this figure in particular is this part here. Not so much this part, but this part here, because it's all made of metal. Same with this part, and this part here. And that's not to mention the fact that the sword is actually metal as well. It's die cast as well, and it's got some really nice detailing on it as well. It's actually got like a fabric grip, like a bandaged up grip there. It's really hard for the figure to hold. The actual sword, but it does hold it quite well. I usually just have it like him holding it downwards, or I have him like holding like other guns and stuff, because that's kind of how I imagine Spawn with like the guns. But you do get two extra hands. You get one that's kind of like a gun holding hand, and then you get another one that's like a more trigger one for the other hand. basically slot in there. Something that you should note when you're changing the hands is heat the hands that are separate, like this one, before you obviously stick it in, because I had a little trouble trying to get the trigger holding hand in. I had to basically heat it up, but it went in after I heated it up. But the detailing on the suit is really nicely done, and I do plan on doing a little mod to this figure by painting the eyes green, because that's just a little nitpick I have with it, is just the eyes should be green. I might do a little gloss, little varnish on that as well to make it a little bit more glossy on the eyes as well when I'm done repainting them, but that's just something I'm planning on doing. But I will say it is a really great sculpt, and the costume is really nice designed as well. It kind of reminds me of like the Mortal Kombat version of him, where it is more kind of like his skin, if that makes sense, rather than obviously the typical fabric suit. But it kind of gives that feel of like it's supposed to be like skin on him. Obviously you've got the mask there, which is sculpted and painted beautifully, if I do say so myself. And the cape is wired. Like every little pleat on it is actually got a wire in it, so you can like do some crazy stuff with the cape. And these parts as well, I've got wires in them as well. So he's basically ready to get posed once you basically take him out of the box, and you do have to get this the cape on him. The cape's actually removable as well, so that's what I was saying. I'd rather get like 2 of them, so I can like have one displayed with the cape and like just have them the other one kitted out with guns, because that's kind of how I remember him, and obviously with the cape as well. But yeah, I really do like this figure. So this is basically what I was talking about with the actual whole skin tone. Is I have to believe that this that you're seeing right now is obviously from Mortal Kombat 11, that is, and obviously Spawn was a guest character in it. But I have to say this, I definitely think that the figure is supposed to be like this representation, because of like the way that the mask is, and like the overall like detailing on like the armor parts and all that, like his gauntlets and the fabric and stuff. But yeah, I really do like the figure. It's like, it's kind of like a mixture of like this version and like the comic book mixed together, because the skin's kind of like that, but it's more like a fabric body. But the head sculpt is just totally the head sculpt's totally just like the actual head sculpt that it is in the game, and obviously the spikes on his boots. But this is another comparison that I wanted to make as well. This is the Commando variant, and why you're seeing this is because this is kind of how like I want to try and like display him, with the whole like bandolier with like the bullets and all that, because that's like what I remember Spawn having, is just like the bandolier with like the bullets and like the grenades and all that, and like just tons of weapons. Like I had like this little figure that was like a commando Spawn, oddly enough, and it like had so much like stuff on it. It was just basically geared up for war, basically. Like think of that film Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's just basically that at the end of it, except it's like Spawn. Because this one's just like fitted out with like just an arsenal of weapons. Like he's got the grenades, he's got like the bandolier with the bullets and stuff. So it is pretty much a version that I will try. And he's got shotgun shells at the sides of him as well. So he is pretty much geared up, ready for war, and that's kind of what I want to try and do with the other one that I've got coming as well, is like try and like make this version. So what I'll do is I'll have like the cape off him for the remainder of this portion of the video, just to show you guys an actual look at the actual articulation that he's got, and it's just basically your typical true tight body underneath. So you can basically get him in like a range of poses. Just be careful with the arms and the leg parts, because obviously they're metal. I mean, they actually have a bit of weight to them because obviously they're metal. Same with this part. It's like, can we design a figure that is heavy metal as fuck? Yeah, let's just make everything metal, like die cast metal on them. No, I really do like this figure. I'm glad that I purchased this one rather than the other one, because the other one was just too big. And you do get a little part down here that you can like slot out that lets you basically put his accessories in. If I don't know what side it is, I think it's this side. And that basically lets you put the extra hands that you get with them in there. But like I said, just be careful with the gauntlets, and obviously this part here at the bottom, because that can come off. I like how flush it is with the actual head as well. Yeah, it does really the head sculpt really does remind me of the Mortal Kombat 11 look, which is really cool. I'll give you guys a look at the sword. So like I mentioned, it's all die cast with the sword. Except for that little part there, and you can obviously have the chains going through that little hoop there. And something that I will commend them doing is giving him nails on his fingers, like really long ass nails. Stupid camera focus. Because that's something that was like mentioned in the actual animated series, that he actually has like really long nails. Never knew that until I watched that again. But yeah, I do plan on making some mods for this figure, like obviously going over the eyes and like doing other things as well with them. But that'll just about wrap it up for this video. Give you guys a one look at the cape real quick. Yeah, the cape is really nice. It's made out of like a really thick pleather material, and it's got wires running through it as well, and obviously it's got a metal chain. I'm more worried about it over time though, just in case it does like begin to like disintegrate, like how most of the Hot Toy stuff that I've got are doing. But it shouldn't really be that bad with this one, because I'm planning on like putting it in the cabinet, so it shouldn't be that bad. But anyway guys, I'm going to wrap this video up and get on to the next one, which will be the NECA Ultimate Lost Predator, the armoured one. So as ever guys, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Flashpoint regular version Spawn. As soon as the deluxe version comes in, I will go over that and like show you guys the accessories with a comparison to the Medicom version that I have. So as ever guys, take care and thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.